tools that I utilize in my practice and make available to my patients is cold laser. Cold laser's been around since about the 1980s, and what they just continue to discover more and more uses and applications. Essentially, this is a cold laser. It doesn't heat up the skin, won't burn you. The light just goes right through the tissue. And what it seems to do, it's exactly 635 nanometers. That's the wavelength. And 635 nanometers, seems to stimulate the mitochondria to convert the sugar in your cells, the glucose in your cells, into ATP, adenosine triphosphate. And what ATP is, that's what heals your body. That's the fuel you actually use. So if you look at the sugar in your cells, it's like crude oil. Your cells can't use it, but the mitochondria, that's like a little refinery in your cells, and you could have dozens of mitochondria in each cell. And when the photons or the little light particles from the laser hit it, it gets that cell to turn all the sugar in that cell into energy to heal you. So simply, it's point and heal. You can take sores, cuts, burns, scrapes, laser them, and in minutes, clears up, heals. My wife burned her arm on the oven, putting something in the oven last Saturday, and handed her the laser, just put it right on there. The burn stopped within minutes, and there was no mark, no scar, nothing. So you can take sore joints, neck muscles, you can take surgical sites, help them heal faster. It just gets the body to do its job. My mother was watching the US Open a couple years ago, and she was telling me she heard John McEnroe, laugh at Nadal for using this red flashlight on his knee, and Nadal was highly, seated at that time, and he was lasering his knee and went on to beat the opponent he was playing against, and he had notorious injuries to his knee, and he was able to fix it right there between sets. The next day, McEnroe apologized. "Oh, I didn't realize that all the Italian team and all these other teams all use lasers to heal themselves." So in the Olympics, I know a lot of the track and field people use these. The swimmers use them. You injure a shoulder, you just laser it, and you can go back and start go back to competing in no time. They're just really amazing. I use them for people with jaw, with TMJ tightness, or muscle tension. I've had patients who've got have my lasers, use it on athlete's foot, disappeared overnight. And then other people use them for plantar's warts, takes a few weeks. I've had people tell me stories of putting on their cold sore developing, didn't develop. It stopped it. The laser simply help things heal. As far as baldness, lasers are one of the best things. After surgery, the second best thing, done in a study that was released about 5 or 6 years ago. The best thing that worked after surgery was a laser. And the cold laser, you may have seen brushes where they have them. Those are not quite the same as this, but laser helps stimulate the hair growth and helps re-establish the root system as best it can. And it just sort of slows down that aging process. I've had people report wrinkles lessening up and going away. So laser is just an amazing, amazing tool to help you heal. And it's something it would be hard to overdo it, because there's no heat, there's no burning. If you leave it on an area too long, for a minute or 2 minutes, there's just no more sugar in there to convert. So move it somewhere else. So you tend to move it around different areas slowly and just keep converting the sugar into energy and to help you direct your healing. Okay? They're wonderful tools.